The academy, Antoon realized, had become a giant Trojan horse for
Yeah.
evangelicals to get into the military. And I found this passage from the book in my chapter on Colorado Springs, and the infusion of this Christian warrior rhetoric into the military from two key sites. And by infusion, I mean they actually like put church members on buses and drove them to uh, the Air Force Academy on Monday nights to lead Bible studies, right, with troops. And these buses were bringing people from Ted Haggard's New Life Church and from Focus on the Family, right? And from there, this kind of Christian warrior rhetoric took hold. But already at that time, there were critics, including especially critics from inside the military. Back in the early 2000s, retired Colonel David Antoon, after he was watching this take hold in that space, he said he found this attitude diametrically opposed to the values instilled in him decades earlier. Right. Back then, fighting and killing had been spoken of soberly and with humility. Killing was accepted as a fact of war, but it was not exalted. But somehow, he said, that had all been transformed into a kind of holy bloodlust. The academy, Antoon realized, had become a giant Trojan horse for
Yeah.
evangelicals to get into the military. If you know anything about Ted Haggard and know anything about New Life Church, this is that kind of charismatic battle cry Christianity, right? Where absolute security that God is on your side and you have God's permission, God's blessing to do whatever has to be done, right? In the military context, that's violence.